Hi guys, so today's video, I don't even know what I'm gonna title it. I guess it's like why I've been gone, coming back, what you're gonna see from me in the future. I've had a ton of messages from you guys on Instagram, which is so sweet. Just asking like if I'm okay, like where I've been. And I'm sure most of you guys didn't even notice I was gone. Like, I'm like that. I never notice when somebody's gone, then they make a video and it's like where I've been. I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't seen your videos in a while. I have literally not filmed a video in like a month, which I think is the longest I've ever gone without filming a video. If I'm gonna be honest, I've been going through a really hard time. I'm not gonna get into all the details right now, but a lot of it just had to do with anxiety, with OCD, and just like all these things that I've never fully dealt with. Like, I've dealt with like getting anxious, but not to the degree of where I'm having panic attacks every single day. Anyway, I am so much better now. I have just been really working through things. If you saw my last life update, I literally almost fell off the bed. If you saw my last life update, then you know that I was like, I'm doing great. Like, everything is so great. Everything is so good. And I'm pretty sure I filmed that video in like the beginning of November. I think I posted it like a month later. And whenever I posted it, I remember just watching it back and going, oh my gosh, like I don't feel that way anymore. And it just progressively got worse. So all of this started back in September, but then it got like overwhelmingly bad the beginning of December. And for a while I just didn't really like tell anybody. I may make a video about it later on, just really going into detail about everything, because I know that God brought me through that and is bringing me through that for a reason. There's a verse that I was reading whenever I was really anxious one morning, and it's talking about God brings us through stuff and He comforts us through those things so that we may comfort anybody in any affliction. So I know that God has, guys, like I can't even explain the overwhelming peace that He's giving me. Like, I'm gonna be really honest, I don't know how anybody fights anxiety without Jesus, like without the truth of His word. I have no problem like making a video about anxiety, how I fought it. I have been going to, I guess you call it counseling, I don't really know what you call it. And that's been really helpful. I've gone through that before, because whenever I actually started my YouTube channel, I was in a really bad spot. I was I don't want to use the word depressed, because like I didn't get diagnosed with that, but I was very much like that. I couldn't get out of bed. I was just miserable because all these things were going on in my life, and that's what brought me to doing YouTube. And that's what was hard for me during this. I just felt like I couldn't even film because anxiety it's crippling. So that's where I've been. I'm pretty much saying all of that just to say like that's what I've been going through, and that's why I haven't been filming, because I just haven't felt myself. I was driving back from class the other night. Oh my gosh, am I gonna cry? Don't cry. And okay, I don't know why I'm crying. I literally have not cried all week. That is like huge. I was crying every single day. But I was driving back from class and I was just singing a worship song. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, it's Let Go by Hillsong Young and Free, and that's a very upbeat song. But I was just singing and I didn't even think of anything. Like, I was just singing and I was just happy. And I remember being like, oh my gosh, like whenever I was doing really bad, I would be driving going, I just wish I could just sing. Like, I just wish that I could just be okay, you know? I was not expecting to cry at all, because whenever I was like dealing with the panic attacks every single day, whenever I was dealing with the anxiety every single day, like my thoughts were louder than anything coming into me. Like, I could be watching TV, but I'm not watching TV. I was in class, but I wasn't in class. I'd be at church and I didn't know what was said because I could not tame my thoughts. You can, and I've learned how. It's just learning how to, and overcoming those lies with truth, and just taking every single thought captive and going, no, that is a lie, and turning it to be truthful. And so anyway, I know that I'm doing much better, and I can look back and go, wow, thank you, God, for bringing me peace through those times. Thank you for bringing me comfort. And thank you for that, for those trials, because they brought me to my knees more than anything else. Throughout all last semester, I was just praying from Psalms 51. It says, restore the joy of my salvation. And I just felt like I was going through the motions. I was like, I know that I'm happy. I see that all these gifts are God's grace in my life. Like, I see that and I'm thanking him for it. But I missed the closeness that I felt whenever I felt depressed. And I was saying, God, whatever it takes, like, I'm willing, like, whatever it takes, bring me through it, because I want to be close to you, and I want to know that I love you more than I love all these other things. And so I was praying that. And it's funny because it wasn't even until, like, I think it was like the first week in January, I was just breaking down crying, and I was like, I asked for this. Like, I just forgot that that was my prayer. And it just turned me to praise and go, thank you, God. Like, thank you, because I can't wake up in the morning without digging into your word and praying. I can't wake up in the morning without crying and feeling like I just absolutely need you. And I've just never felt so broken, but I've also never felt so close to God. And for that, then I say it's all worth it. Like, bring it on, come what may. And so that's just what I've been dealing with. It's been very hard, but I'm definitely doing a lot better. So with that being said, kind of transitioning into what else I was really struggling with was I just don't like my content. I felt like I've just been making it my job. I miss my love for YouTube. And I know my life's a lot different now. I have so much going on. I can't film every day. I don't even know with my new schedule, like, what days I can film. I'm just kind of reopening my brain and going, what kind of content do I want to make? And I think what I'm gonna kind of start shying away from is the, like, vlogging content. I'm not saying I'll never vlog. Like, I was watching my Colorado video whenever Sam surprised me with a road trip to Colorado, and I loved that kind of vlog. Like, I want to vlog stuff like that, but I don't want to just vlog throughout the week just so I can have a video for that week. And I felt like that's what I was doing, and I felt like I just haven't been putting the work and time into my channel like I used to, and I just don't like that. Like, I don't like not doing things well, and I don't like doing things without intention. I've not taken a sip of this. So I kind of want to start shifting my content back to what I started with, which was sit down videos, just real, just like girl to girl, friend to friend, like just real stuff, dealing with life together and still doing those fun things. Like, I still enjoy vlogs, I still enjoy those things, but being real, like, and being relatable, and honestly just being like just another girl that somehow has a video camera and is showing you her life. I just want my content to be a light in this dark, dark world. Social media is a dark place, but you know what? I know that I can use it to be a light, and so it's trying to balance that, because you guys know I love shopping. Now, a lot of it, you guys are like, how can you shop that often? Since this is my job, a lot of companies send me clothes, and so it's like, how do I balance not making you guys envious of me? How do I balance not making you guys want more and more and more, but at the same time, like, I want to show you guys the deals that I get. I want to show you guys these amazing companies because I love them, and I have a love for clothes. I love making things and combining them, and I love buying basic pieces but then turning them into more than that with different pieces of clothing. Like, I love that. It's just trying to balance that. And so anyway, I've been making this video all to the point of just saying where I've been, and that's where I've been struggling, and that's okay. Like, I have not been good, and that's okay. Like, I need to learn that that's okay. I feel like I've always got to be strong. I've always got to be put together, and it's just not true. So anyway, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I will be posting videos more often now. I have to go to class. It is literally like I'm going to be late, but I hope this guys just kind of filled you in on my life. I guess it's kind of a life update, channel update. I don't know, not sure what I'm gonna call it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.